Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So before we kick this video off then, the first thing I want to do is say a massive shout out to Cars with Smithy. Yeah, Cars with Smithy has been kind enough to create an intro for the channel. So please head over to his Instagram now, head over to his YouTube channel. He's got an absolutely awesome Stage 2 Plus Audi S3. So head over there now, please give him a thumbs up. Thank him for the efforts that he put into making the intro. But without further ado, cue the intro. So I hope you enjoyed the intro, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Today, you probably guessed, we're doing some work on the BMW. It's in the air, the front wheels are off. Today what we're looking at doing is, the car's actually due its MOT on Monday and today is Thursday, so it's not long, is it? 3 days and the car's in for its MOT. Now, if you go way back when, my very first video on the channel was investigating a knocking noise coming from the front passenger side of the car. That's never gone away. I've changed drop links, I've had a look at it more and more, and I've never really diagnosed what it was, but I think I finally figured it out, because over time the noises began to get a little bit worse and a little bit worse, a little bit worse, and now it's actually quite bad. And the driver's side's also kind of making a similar noise, and what I've diagnosed it as is the inner tie rods. This car's also had, on its last MOT last year, it had an advisory for worn inner tie rods on both sides. So that's what we're doing. We're changing the inner and outer tie rods today on the BMW. So we've already got the car in the air. We're going to get the under tray off the car, and we're going to go from there. Never done this before, never in my life have I attempted to change a ball joint and a steering arm, an inner tie rod, an outer tie rod, whatever you want to call them. I have never ever in my life attempted this, so I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. Hopefully we'll get it done, we'll do a good job. But it might just be a massive fail, and if it is a massive fail, I'll upload it anyway, because that's what this is about, and it's about learning. So it could be an absolute massive fail. So we hope you enjoy this video, guys. If this is the first time you've seen one of my videos, please stay tuned. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So this is the first thing we're tackling here, is this nut. As you can see, the threads look rusty, the bolt doesn't look in great condition. What I think I'm going to do, or what I'm going to try and do, is put the jack here and jack it in so that it creates a bit of tension, and then hopefully I'll be able to get the nut off, because there is a hex in the top, but there's no way I'm going to be able to use it. It's just rusty. So I'm going to clean it up first with a bit of a wire brush and see if that helps us, but I don't think it's going to. Right, let's get the impact. Right, so this is the set we're going with. I've just cracked it off a little bit with a breaker bar. I'm going to see what we can do and see if the gun will get it out. Yeah, so as suspected then, it's not coming off all the way, and then the whole ball joint is spinning. And I don't think we're going to get it with that hex. I just think it's too far gone. So join me on the car. So I've had a bit of a play about. I've got the inspection lamp on. So as you saw then, the outer tie rod, the threads they're gone, the shot. So the only way I'm going to get it off is by cutting them threads to free it off. That's the only way I can do it. So, but before I do that, I want to make sure I can get the inner tie rod off, because otherwise if I cut that thread and I can't get the inner tie rod off, then obviously I can't drive the car, and at the present moment in time I can still put the outer tie rod back on. So this is where we're at. I've got my inspection lamp. This is where we're up to. If we just come underneath. Right, so I've took this boot off here, as you can see. I hope you can see with my lamp. And this is our inner tie rod. So this is the driver's side, and it is the passenger side that's giving us all the aggro, but we've started on this side. So this is what I need to try and get off. Now, I've done a bit of research about these. So I've done a little bit of research about these tie rods, and from what I can find, they're an absolute nightmare to get off. There is one method, which is the method I'm going to use. I'm going to get an adjustable, and I'm just going to hold it on, try and tap the adjustable with the hammer to loosen it off, and then see if we can get it off. I think we'll be alright. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I've never done this before, so we'll find out. Like I said, you're here for the journey, aren't you? That's why you watch these videos, or that's why I hope you watch these videos, to show that not got much mechanical skill and just out here winging it, we can do these things. So let's see if we can get this in the tyre. Oh, I think she's off. Oh, she is. There we go. So there we did it then, knocking it with a... Oh, that's a big thread. There she is. Yeah, you can really feel how bad these are. Oh yeah, I can actually move it in and out. I'm actually moving that tie rod in and out, so they are quite badly worn, so they definitely need to be changed. Right, now obviously it would be easier if I had a grinder, but I don't. So we've got a trusty axle with a nice fresh blade, and we're going to try and cut through this thread. We'll kind of go for it and hope for the best. It does appear to be going through, so right, so I'm about 3/4 of the way through, and I reckon I'll be able to knock it off now with hammer. There she goes. Boom! And we've got one inner and outer trap rod. Let's go. Can you see me alright? So, as I said at the start of the video, I've never done this before, so the fact that I've managed to get this off, I'm over the moon that I managed to do it. Here it is. So I've took it off in one piece. Now the reason for that is I recently watched a video by Danny DC2 or Danny Sylvester, and he had an absolute, all he was changing was the outer one on his E61, and he had a nightmare trying to unwind it. So I thought, if I take it off in one piece, I can get my new one and I can build it so it's the same length end to end, and hopefully that won't interfere too much with the tracking. It is booked in for tracking, but we don't want to mess it up too much, do we? So this is our nice new one. Oh, as you can see, a lot stiffer. It's a lot smoother. Yeah, that one, like I said, I can actually move it in and out in my hand. I'm moving it in and out of my hand. So this is definitely knackered, and if it wasn't, it is now because I cut the thread. But it definitely was. So let's get our new one built to spec. Right, so old, new. So we need these to be the same length, otherwise we're going to mess the tracking up on the car. Obviously it is a bit awkward with the boot, but this needs to be correct, doesn't it? So a bit further in, that needs to go. Right, so I measured them as well and I'm happy they're correct. So what I need to do now is tighten the bolt up on this to stop it spinning, and it is a 17mm. Got myself a 17mm socket. I have to be careful now that when I pick it up, because obviously it will turn. I'm just gonna, all we're going to do is just finger tight, and then just nip it up. There we go. I'm just going to nip it at this point, and then once it's on the car I can make sure it's tight. We're just going to double check our length, make sure it's not moved. So bottom to bottom. No, we're good. We're good, I reckon that's us. I hope that looks good on camera. So yeah, we're now going to get the nice new shiny one on the car. Right, so here it goes. Let's get this nice new shiny bit on the car. So that'll go in there, and that needs to go in there like so. So I think we'll put the inner rod on, and then once we've got the inner one on, we'll put the outer one. Probably going to be a bit fiddly, but I think we'll be alright. We're alright so far, aren't we? So let's make a start. Let's do it. Right, so apologies if I'm saying I'm doing it one way and then when you come back to the video I might not be doing it that way. So I know that is because this is the first time I've done it. This is the first time I've done it. It's the first time I've done it, and it's trial and error in it. And so what I actually ended up doing, yeah, I'll show you. So what I actually ended up doing, as you can see, is I put this end in, the outer tie rod in, and secured it with a bolt. It's not tight obviously, and then just in there you can see where my finger is, I put the inner tie rod in. I did say that I was going to put the inner one in and then the outer one, but the reason that I did it this way is because it was just a little bit too fiddly. So that's the way I did it. So we're now going to nip up this bolt. So you'll need a 22mm spanner here with a 6mm. All we're going to do is just bring it in. So that is that on. That's the outer one fully on. We're now going to tighten up the inner one, and this side is done. Whew. Side one done. Yeah, it was as tricky as I imagined it to be, but it is achievable if you want to have a go at this on your driveway, because obviously I've done it. Like I said, I've never done these before. I'm not sure how much footage I captured on that side. I was just taking my time. That's kind of my motto when I do things like this, what I've never done before. Just go nice and slow, take my time. I don't force anything. If it doesn't want to come undone, then I persuade it to come undone. So yeah, I'm going to get a drink now, something to eat, and then we're going to crack on with the driver's side. And this is a problem. This is the problem side, the driver's side. This is the one that's been knocking. So I'm hoping that when I undo this one, we can see that it is an absolute mess. It's destroyed. But yeah, we'll get a drink, we'll get some to eat, and then we'll crack on. The tie rod that we need. This is our inner tie rod that we need to remove. You can have a look. You can. I don't know if you can see in there. You can see all the gunk, and that I believe is what's giving us our knocking when I'm driving. That little baby just there. So that's what we're going to try and get off. Boom. So what you saw there then was I was hitting it with an hammer to try and shock it free. I could see it start to turn, so I used my foot against the adjustable and I just pushed it to get it free. And now, once you've cracked it, I can just unwind it with my hand. And she's out. There she is. She is free. So we have jumped forward quite a lot, to be honest. The car is now on the floor, the wheels are back on, everything's tightened up. We jumped forward because, as you can probably see in the background, it started raining, so I just wanted to crack on and get it done. We're going to go for a test drive and I'm going to nip to the tyre shop to book in for a four-wheel alignment as well. So bit of a test drive. I am a little bit nervous because I've never done this job before, so hopefully when I'm driving down the road, like a wheel doesn't fall off or the steering arm doesn't snap. But yeah, hopefully we're good to go. A bit of a test drive, so some good news and some bad news. The car does feel a lot better. The bad news is it is still knocking. It is. I wish I could lie and say it's fixed it, but it hasn't. Other good news is, as you can see, the car's just behind me here. We've come down to S&R Tyre Bay in Preston. Definitely recommend them for all your tyre needs. And I was thinking they were going to fit me in Monday morning before it's MOT, but they're actually, as you can see, it's on the ramp. They're doing a four-wheel alignment. What they've found is that the back passenger corner is actually also out, like, quite badly. So they're gonna do a full four-wheel alignment and we're gonna get the car right. Right, so let's let this video up. So you last saw me, I was having the four-wheel alignment done. Now they started on the raise and the eccentric, I think that's how you say it, eccentric bolt that you adjust the camber on the back with, snapped. The guy at the tyre bay said, listen mate, I'm really sorry but these have snapped. Or this has snapped on the passenger side. I was like, right, okay. So what do I do now? I said, is it a case of a new arm? And he said, no, you can just buy the bolts. So I was having a look on the internet. I said, look, I can get some here off eBay. He said, and he recommended the tyre shop guy that I get them from BMW. He said, you don't want to risk putting a cheap Chinese part on the car, that's important as that is. So I ran BMW. I was a bit like, oh Jesus Christ, how much are these going to cost me? And they were £25 for the pair, so I'm going to do both sides. They were 20 quid off eBay. Whether they were genuine or not, they were 20 quid, so 5 or more I'm getting them from BMW, from a BMW main dealer. That's where I'm going to get them from. They're coming on Saturday. Today's Thursday, they're coming on Saturday, so the car is going to be, I'm just going to leave it alone for the next 2 days until I get a chance to do these bolts. It is what it is. We're ending on a bit of a downer because one, the knocking's not gone, so we'll have to carry on investigating that. But we have got another video to film, I suppose, for the tube. It is what it is. But yeah, ending on a bit of a downer, but it kind of is what it is. We'll keep striving, we'll keep working hard. Try and get these bolts done Sunday. If I can get them done Sunday, we're ready for its MOT on Monday and we can go back and get our four-wheel alignment. Yeah, I tell you what we'll do, we'll end the video on a high. We'll finish it with the intro that Smithy with Cars made. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember, like, comment and subscribe. We have got plenty more videos to come because we've still got work to do on this car, haven't we? We've got the bolts to do and we need to find out what this knocking noise is. Hopefully it might be an MOT failure, but hopefully they'll tell us what the problem is so we can get it rectified. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, FTLockUK. Yeah, let's end it with the intro that Smithy with Cars made.